Hello dear listener, and welcome to Zealand. The world in which we are playing in will go to some dark places. The content of this series will therefore be violent and dark in nature, so if you find yourself easily offended or are rather squeamish, please do look away. Would you run? Would you hide? Would you kill to survive?
Kia ora guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here and welcome back to Zealand. This is Chapter 6, Part 4, the final part of Falling Sky. Well, potentially the final part. At the end of the last episode, the Hercules returned to the island, leaving a path of destruction. As driving away in the second chance, the majority of the survivors saw the bunkhouses and the place that had been their home, almost reminiscent of what happened to their previous home out in Thames. It's the second place that you've seen, that you've lived in for a long time, go up in flames.
Well, but it's
explode
like
into pieces.
Not really a long time, it's like a week.
It's a long time in the apocalypse.
It's a year apocalypse time.
Yeah. So, driving away, you see the smoke billow from where this explosion struck. What's your intention from here? Scott, you're still driving it away. You hear the explosion and like straight through your ears. Turning around, you do see it in the distance from where you just came.
I want to get whoever's on the boat with me onto the actual boat, and then I'm not even going to bother. I was going to go back. So, because I'm on the titanium ducky.
The titanium ducky was getting wrangled by, like it was brought up on the crane.
And we were on that, right?
No, you guys climbed onto the boat and then I...
Oh, so you guys were right real close.
Right, this thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, they reversed right up.
Alright, then I'll be like, put the boat down, and I'm going to go back.
I stay away from the controls.
Okay.
And I go to the cockpit.
I'm just going. I'm just gunning it. I don't know what's going on, so yeah.
I walk up to I go to the cockpit, so while this is happening.
Okay, the boat's continuing moving.
Motherfuckers.
You could yell something.
Yes. Someone drop. Okay, I'm not yelling, but someone drop the fucking boat.
That's why I pointed it. I was like, off you go.
You're traveling at about 45 knots.
Like, stop the fucking boat.
Stop the boat. Yeah, like thing is that I was waiting for you to
Yeah,
yell.
like you have to.
Yeah,
I did yell.
Stop the boat. No, you didn't.
I literally said I was yelling before. And then I'll.
No, you said the crane.
That would imply that it needs to drop, which would be stopping the boat.
Semantics.
Go either way.
Semantics.
Not really. I dropped the boat.
Okay. All right, you slow down?
Yeah.
Yep, okay, all right, you slow down. You bring the boat around, lowering it down into the water. You jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nick, you're still on board. You're going to go with?
No, I'll join. Yep.
Okay, all right, so Gimp Man Nick
Skipper Steve for the rescue.
with his mask still...
Stopping it. I just chuck it into reverse to steady it out, and then
Okay,
put it back to zero again.
okay, all right. And they both get into the boat at speed and start taking back off towards the island.
And as I leave, I'll be like, if you see them come back, just go.
Okay. I don't respond on the walkie, but I just tell Scott, let's fuck off to Ghost Island.
You hear him come through on your RTs. And once you actually got far enough away from the island, you could hear it start to like fade.
So no more.
No more tone.
I assume it's still tone on my end, right?
No, it's just ringing in your ears.
Actually, yeah, there'll be a lot of ringing in your ears. We'll get there.
How far is Good Island? Let's say that.
You know exactly where it is.
That's where we the leave area. It's like an hour and a half away.
Oh, fuck. That's.
At full speed, maybe.
I'm
maybe a little
guessing.
less.
I don't know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm guessing. So
I
I'm
won't
like,
tell you.
We would
Yeah.
know because we literally did that trip. We did the trip from Goat Island to
Yeah,
a
so
little
just
area
so-
Cautiously.
in the exact same boat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
cautiously.
That's
Yeah,
it.
cautiously. It did take you around about like an hour to
so
do
I
cautiously.
say, I say, it's an hour. Let's just go.
Okay. I just say message it to him.
Oh, you tell. Oh, yeah. Just, I thought you meant
Just
you
so I'm
message
not having
it
to. Yeah, I don't have it like handy.
Okay, I just RT back. We'll be at Goat Island.
Just radio back and say, give us 15 minutes.
You got 5.
It's gonna take that to get to the islands.
Okay,
Okay, I don't go yet. I'm waiting.
Yeah. Okay, alright, so you continue on towards the island. And as you're burning as fast as you can on the titanium ducky with Nick...
She's the one burning.
No. Stop it! We return back to what remains of the bunkhouses.
Chloe.
And Chloe, in the room that you're in, some people that were on top of the bunks got thrown off. They're on the ground, and the power has gone off at this point as well. So you're all kind of in a confused, darkened state in the room that you're in. Like I said, that dust from inside is just settling down. Regular dust, not yellow dust. And you found yourself shaken for a second, running out and looking through the windows. You just have glass shattered on the ground, and looking out, you can see what remains of this this
so
explosion.
Remind me, what do I see?
Okay, so you
Clouds
see
of yellow
you see
smoke.
yeah, we'll get there. You see flames like up in the trees. You don't see bunkhouse number 2 anymore. You see parts of it, and the water tank that's on the side, you can see it's just spilled out everywhere. Something that you notice right away, though, is that the yellow powder that was all over the ground isn't on the ground. It's not there.
Like it's flammable, maybe.
Roll a quick perception check for me, and this is going to
This wouldn't
be flat.
investigation?
Okay, if it's investigation, you're trying to...
Things.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can make that link.
Okay, yeah, investigation. Okay.
Oh, but I already kind of just made that link there. I was like, oh, is it flammable? Do I have to roll to work that
Well,
out?
roll a perception, and you might be able to find out.
32.
Okay. All right.
34. Oh.
Okay. All right. So, looking out like through the gaps in the boarding here, you can see the powder, the yellow haze that had dropped down to the ground has been thrown back up into the air
How high?
above the tree line. And it's starting to
Oh, okay,
settle back
I
down.
rush back
As-
into the...
as your ears are still kind of ringing from the explosion.
I rush... Ah, fuck. Is the fire... Like, how close is the fire? How close actually is
Tree
the fire?
line.
I
So
know, but like, what does that mean by tree line? Because isn't the tree line very close
Yes.
to the bunkhouses?
yeah. So the thing is, like, this isn't like a raging fire yet, but it's starting to take. So
Like, which tree line?
in and around here, so all of this is burning at this stage. That's the way down to the beach. The area is like flattened in parts, but are you trying to look to try and find a way to escape?
I'm just trying to work out if it might be safer to actually just stay here, or if the fire is going to reach us way too quickly.
That haze is
I know,
slowly starting to drop
I
back
know,
down.
yes, I am keeping that in mind, but I just wanted to take it, like, does the fire look like it's spreading quickly?
Okay, it's going to take some time to watch, try and see if it is. Roll perception again for me, and this time it's going to be a 15 plus to that.
Oh, okay. Okay. 25 pass.
Okay, it seems to be catching.
Nah, fuck me. Okay. Okay, I guess I just rush back where the room that everyone's in, and I say, we have to go.
Okay, so you rush back in there, stamping on the glass in the room, and as you like rush back in there, it's dark and there's still confusion. You can hear like murmured voices and what's going on? What's
So
happening?
we have to go.
And you hear a voice in that darkness calling out to you,
Chloe.
and it's Kevin's voice
Yes?
calling out to you.
Go. We have to go. As in, this whole little collective. Now, everyone up.
And you hear like more like.
Okay, look, I get it. We're all in pain, but we have to go now, or we're all gonna die. So just get that adrenaline pumping. Use your action surges, whatever. Just get up on your feet and let's go.
Roll diplomacy for me. Flat.
Boy. I'm going to use a sigil
Okay.
to add 25 to that, so that's 55,
62.
62. Okay. 50.
Okay. Again, in the dark, you can't really see who you're talking to. But you do hear a few voices kind of call out to you. Oh, okay. Right. And you can see like a few figures that seem to be trying to stumble like up onto their feet.
I try and help whoever I can.
Okay, all right. You get someone and you don't recognize this person at all, and they kind of just grab onto you quite tightly.
Shut up!
And you can hear them like they're really they're struggling to breathe. Just
Okay, I get to the door and like people are starting to get out.
some are fighting, but like most that are able to roll out of bed are only able to crawl like a moment or two before just ending completely out of breath.
Okay. Does anyone think they're not going to make it? And would anyone like a quicker way out?
You don't hear a response. You just hear like people trying to move. No one calls back to you.
Because this building is going to be on fire soon. Does anyone want a quicker way out? If they don't think they're going to make
The
it.
person that's on you's like, please, just help me, please.
I'm going to.
Please.
Does anyone in the room say anything?
It's dark and it's hard to hear voices over each other here.
Can you tell me when 15 minutes of it has been gone?
Okay, I will.
Okay, everyone, we need to make a run for the beach and just hope that someone is coming back.
By your own.
Okay? Everyone just wrap your faces up and just run, okay?
You hear like a few, okay, calling out from the darkness. And this guy's just kind of clinging to you. And he does seem quite frail. Always been quite frail. One of the less productive members of this, like, island society. And he does kind of, like, cling to you as you start to move, stamping again on the glass as you move towards the outside. And as you do, like, you're immediately hit by the smell of just, like, smoke and burning wood. And that smoke starts to, like, overtake your view of the area. You can't see as well as you could before. You can't see whether or not the haze is starting to drop. You don't know where it is.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is dropping anyway. What? What's up?
Do I have a rope?
Do you have a rope?
Yeah.
In your pack? I don't know. That's a you question.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah. Jonah always has a rope
Yeah.
with him, but he unfortunately is not with you.
Does he now?
Yes, he always has a rope. It's one of his character traits.
Okay, well, I guess I just tell everyone to just go. just start heading as fast as you can down to the beach.
Okay. So with this guy, like, that you're trying to
Oh,
help
I'm not
almost
going.
drag.
I get someone else to take him.
Okay.
Like someone else who looks like having the least amount of trouble. I ask them to take this guy. So I gotta help everyone back in the room.
As you look back towards the room, you don't see anyone else coming out.
I didn't think I would.
And this guy's still standing there, just clinging on to you. Please, just help me. Don't leave me.
Look,
Please, just help me.
Jim here, he's going to help you, okay? Jim, can you please take Edmund?
There isn't. It's just you and this one guy. There's no one else that's come out of the
No one
from
else
here.
has come out?
No one else.
What?
Has come
I
out.
thought you said a bunch of people were getting up and following me.
They were trying to, and they were falling over.
You said they were crawling and couldn't make it.
They are the last of the people.
Can we go to Jake for a bit while I think?
We are going to Jake.
Okay.
You're running through the
You
bush.
arrive on the shore.
You're running through the
And like you arrive at speed,
Yeah.
as in like the boat like comes up. You bring the motor up as you do hit the shore. As you do, you kind of run over some of the remains of some of the floating dead that you helped dispose of just this morning. Jumping out of the boat and I imagine moving with speed
Legging.
back towards it. Okay, so as you're coming towards it, like you're greeted by like the tree line that's just ablaze, and you just see the smoke that's just rising from it, and you can see like all of the powder that was around the area has been like by the shockwave pushed out, and it seems to be settling down slightly further away. You can't see like a definitive line, and Nick, you in your wonderful outfit help Jake and navigate towards the smoke. Now,
They're just running up to the bunkhouse, right? Like that's what you guys are doing?
We're
yeah.
gonna have a good conversation on the way.
Well, it depends. This is all happening simultaneously while you were doing all those things back in the bunkhouse.
Okay, just tell me when we can get back to me, because
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, all right. So, all right. You and Nick, like Baywatch style, run up as fast as you can.
So in slow motion.
In slow
Why are you
motion.
in slow motion, Jake?
No.
Come on.
I don't know.
I'm Scuba Steve.
Hey, I've got a gas mask.
Yes, you do.
I do. I forgot I had a field mask.
Both of you-
This time.
Both of you roll. First of all, roll athletics for me, and this is just flat. And this is to get your general speeds.
Pass.
Okay, 25. Yep. And Nick.
Oh, fail. 81.
Okay. Wow. Okay. It's
Your suit's hard to run in.
It is difficult for you to move quickly in this suit. So you do lag a little bit behind Jake, and as you start to move closer towards the bunkhouses, you're greeted by a wall of smoke. You lose Jake in that smoke. Jake, I need you to roll perception for me. This is going to be at a minus 15 while you're moving through this.
Fail.
Okay, all right.
Two sigils.
Okay, and Nick, as you move into the smoke, I need you to roll perception for me, minus 15.
Minus 50 or 15?
15!
Hold on. Pass.
Oh.
Okay,
51.
all right, so Jake, as you kind of...
Yeah, pass.
As you run into the smoke, you're pretty sure you had your direction set, but as you kind of come towards a flaming tree, you kind of push back around. You're trying to like find your way through, but you can't see, and you're a little bit turned around at this point in the smoke. As Nick comes up behind you, and you see his gimpy hand on your shoulder, and he gives you a little bit of a shake, and Nick, you're able to spy a way through towards the opening that is the bunkhouses, and the two of you move through and see.
I won't let go of Nick.
Okay, yep, still holding on to him. Okay, so there's a little leash at the back of his
I'm taking over a walk.
There actually is a little leash on the end of his thing.
I'm kink shaming.
Yeah. Okay, and
Go, dog,
Here,
go.
squeaking leather.
and you start to move up towards here, and as you kind of get towards here, you see that the tents have been completely thrown aside. They're up in the trees, the nylon burning, that thick plasticky burnt smell filling your nostrils as the rest of the smoke from this wood hits you. Actually, how much of it would through the filter mask? You'd still be able to smell a little bit, I imagine. Maybe, right? No, maybe not. Actually,
Filters are developed for certain things. Like,
Yeah.
so if it's built for chemicals, then it would let other.
yeah. But you can see.
It lets air through.
You can see portion of bunkhouse number 1 is on fire. The water tank here is completely like on its side. It's like in pieces, and bunkhouse number 2 is just like complete. It's in splinters.
So we don't need to open the right side, right?
It's shattered. Yes, it's all shattered. Yeah.
So I'm just yelling at anyone alive?
Okay.
Anyone alive?
You hear that as you're having that moment of indecision, and this guy's like holding on to you, just like, please, please help me.
I set him down on the ground, and I'm going to walk back into the bedroom, and I'm going to go over to Kevin.
Okay, you go back in. So like you get a glimpse of Chloe for a second, and like you hear
Straight in.
Okay, you're in there you're in the room with Kevin in the darkness.
I put the bullpup to his head, and
As you do, Jake, you come around the corner, and Chloe, you hear Kevin just go, "Do it."
I pulled the trigger.
You hear a rifle shot.
Motherfucker! I know, but like, what are we gonna do? Leave them here to burn to death? That's my thinking. I'm just like, I'm not gonna let them burn to death. Yeah.
I'm not talking. I just go and grab the gun and
No. Whoa!
Take it away.
Roll athletics, contested,
Yeah,
both of you.
contested.
I'm going to use a sigil.
All right,
pass 14.
You have to beat a 14, but
you
still
have to
pass.
beat a 14.
I have to.
Would it be might instead in athletics?
What do you mean by grapple?
Well, I
No,
mean,
you're not grabbing.
it's a little bit of both because it's dexterous.
Because I'm.
I got 72. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
As I said,
So you don't have the bonus now.
Yeah, 68. Okay, well,
Okay.
like what? So, like, you just, like, immediately sprint up to me? You weren't even inside yet, though.
He was at
he
the door.
inside?
He was behind. I
You
said
sprinted
he
at
just
first,
came
he
around the
saw you.
corner, saw you shoot, boom, and then like as Kevin's here, you heard Kevin say as well. You heard him say, "Do it," and then you just take you feel like the gun kind of come out your hands for a second before you kind of like had a chance to realize what was going on there, and in the darkness you can kind of make out the shape that is Jake in his mattress.
give me-
And I just go grab someone and go. I sling the gun and I'm just grabbing.
You do see that Chloe doesn't have a mask on or any other kind of protection.
No one does. What else can we
Okay,
do?
cool. I'm just letting you
Let's
know.
do. Oh yeah, pillowcase. Yeah, on your face.
So you're just going to grab someone and rush out?
Pillowcase on their face.
And you rush out?
Yes.
Okay, so I still have my handgun.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the next person, gun to the head, fire.
I'm not like running back to the boat.
Okay. So
Getting someone away from the fire.
You see the guy that's and the closest guy that you see is the guy that's sitting like still by the broken branch ladder door frame, and so he as you were kind of like in that room, he's kind of like reaching out towards you, like saying, "Help, please, help."
Sort of go. I grab something and something material and put hold this on your face and I just pick them up.
Yeah. So like
Just yell to
fireman
Nick.
carry type style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab someone.
Nick, you start to come in as well, and Nick
sees Chloe shoot someone.
as Nick enters the room.
Murder someone in cold blood.
Because let them burn to death.
In
Okay.
cold blood.
that's hot blood then.
As Nick enters the room, yeah, you do see Chloe. Because the thing is, like, it's dark. It's quite dark in there. It's difficult to make out shapes, and you can only see. The thing is, like, you've been in this room all day.
Oh, yeah.
You know the people that are truly sick.
Yeah.
You know the people that are.
They're not going to make it.
Yeah, and so
That's
you
who I'm
find
going for.
you find the next person that you know to
I
be in this
have-
kind of condition.
I have 9 bullets in this gun.
Okay.
2.
No.
You used some of them in
Yeah, we've reloaded it.
Who's got the same
No.
bullets?
We're
did
working
because
Oh right.
Yeah,
Pistols are
yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking ammo chart says we have the same bullets.
Yeah.
Yes, so I have. This thing can hold 9 bullets. If Jake and Nick both take one, that leaves 7 people left. I've already taken out Kevin.
I'm pretty sure in previous sessions where you've said that you have 2 bullets in that gun.
I reloaded it though. I've had the chance to do that. I've reloaded. I've absolutely reloaded. I'm not going to keep the gun with only 2 bullets in it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So there's 7 people left. I've shot 1, 6 left. Nick sees me do that, or at least he's in the room when I do that.
Yeah, Nick, you're trying to find someone else to bring with you, and as you kind of do go in.
Okay, if Nick comes in, I point to someone that I know has like one of the best chances of survival. I say,
Okay.
Nick, grab him.
All right, Nick. Okay. All right, you grab another person, like again not being able to tell who it is, just grabbing them and then just bringing them out, rushing, trying to make it back.
Material over their face and gun.
Yep.
Yes, now. So now I have 8 bullets left. Yeah.
Okay. And as the two of you rush back down towards the boat.
No, we're not going to the boat. Just trying to get everyone out of the building that's going to burn. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
if the fire's from this side, we're taking them To the left.
So the fire is like all around that side here. So yeah, it'd be taking them down that side there, putting them down.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
go to the next person. And
Okay. Hear another shot.
Run back
what's
inside.
left? 6 people left.
How long has it been?
It's getting close.
We're hearing gunshots.
You are hearing gunshots. Yeah. In the distance.
I might tell Scott.
One
it's-
loud if
we're
you're sure.
closer to 15. Fire her up.
Yeah, so I
I'm
go back.
still hearing things going on. We'll wait to hear from them.
I call in then.
I go to the next person, or are you guys back inside?
Yeah, I'm coming back in.
Yeah. Okay. So both you and Nick are back in at this point. Okay. You're trying to find people in the
No,
darkness.
she
again.
shot
Yeah.
someone else. But what the fuck are you doing?
These people are gonna fucking die.
Yeah, if you shoot them, they fucking will.
They're going to die, Jake. These
We
people,
have to
I have
try.
been inside.
We have
I've
to
been
try.
inside all day. You do not know how sick these people are. They are not going to make it. I am
Not
saving
your
them from a
decision.
slow
It's
fucking
not your
death, and I
decision
shoot
to
another
make
one.
I fucking tackle you down.
You do not, because I fired first. I declared my action first. It goes through first.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop me
So-
from doing stuff.
To determine that, we'll determine the initiative order, which is athletics.
I mean,
So
she does
who
have
has
a bullet right
who
there.
has the higher athletics?
I do have the gun right
Yeah.
to someone, though.
Okay.
But I mean, it doesn't stop me from doing stuff.
That's-
It's not
but-
like you don't do anything, so I've got
No,
stuff.
no, but I more mean my action goes through first.
Guys,
That's all I
keep,
mean.
keep
No
these
problem.
rules. Let the GM manage the rules. You
We're-
manage your roleplay.
We're showing
Okay.
our intent. I'm
Yeah.
firing. Jake then goes to tackle, but my shot I think goes through first anyway.
If it's right up against,
Yeah.
if you let
I'm
it
really fast, though.
If you no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Did you let it get to the point where she could point down another one?
Well,
Or
as
did
it would
we-
have started,
well,
as it
we
would have
yelled.
been
Okay,
each other.
so therefore we'll use initiative order, which is athletics. So whoever has the higher athletic score will go first in this. So you have the chance to react first, because as you're putting the gun down, that's when he gets a chance to react, because it's fair.
Okay.
And so-
okay.
And so as Jake, you do go to try and take this.
Charge.
Okay, so you're trying to tackle straight up. So that's gonna be might.
Oh,
What about
wait, how do
bring
we
it down?
do
Or grapple.
initiative?
Wow,
I was
yeah,
running in
well,
like-
do you-
Initiative is run on skill level.
Which skill?
Athletics.
athletics.
Oh, it's just like flat?
Well,
Yeah.
it's
roll.
dependent on the
It's
scenario.
still-
Sometimes it's perception, sometimes it might be intuition, but in this scenario, because it's based on reflex and timing, it's athletics. And so it's whoever has the higher
But
athletic
like,
score
if
goes
I see
first.
Jake start to run at me, I'm going to pull the trigger.
But this combat.
You didn't get the
rules.
chance to
I
put the
got-
gun down.
Okay, I've got an idea. Like, thing is, it's probably still a loss, but shoot versus athletics.
No. So what happens is, as you go to start putting the gun down,
I'd already said I had it though.
that's the
That's
tough.
why
That's
combat
the
rules
tough thing. That's why
happen.
combat rules are there, so that someone who's shouting louder doesn't get to go first.
I know,
It's-
but I more mean like before we start to shout, I already had the gun for the next person. I just didn't pull the trigger yet because Jake was yelling at me.
is that the way it happened? Can
Yeah,
everyone remembers
I
it being that way?
I mean,
So I don't remember it being that way. That's why we have rules to help
I'm
that
very
make it easy.
sure that I already had the gun at the head. That's why I just said I pulled the. We yelled and then I said
Okay.
I pulled the trigger because I already had the gun to the next person's
I will
head.
trust you on that.
If it's
But if I go back and recording and it's
Oh,
different,
lose a sigil.
I-
You lose
I-
a sigil.
I am so
Okay.
sure on this. Like
Okay.
I could be wrong,
You're
but
risking a
I'm
sigil?
sure that that's how I declare.
all right. In that case, yeah.
Risking 5 sigils.
To determine if you're able to get off in time before he's able to react and get to you, it is going to be a contested one. It's going to be using your shoot skill and you using athletics to see if you're able to get there in time.
Okay.
So
Oof.
it's a roll
Okay.
for each
this
of
is
that.
kind of intense. I'm
A
gonna.
bullet will still probably be used.
Which is that? Yeah, no, it will.
Oh, yeah,
it
You
will.
might get there and
Yeah.
move you out of the way.
Yeah.
Catch the
So
bullet.
I'm going to use a sigil, add 25. That's
Yep.
Hang on.
I thought your nickname was Six Chloe Sigil. What happened? You've got no sigils.
73. Well,
No, it's probably the non-sigil loser.
I find myself using them lately.
I'm glad
so
you're
I
using
have
them
to
in this
be
scenario, not the
73.
running away from the burning building, getting out of the. Well,
I
yeah, I know.
need.
I know.
Murder
that's what
people. I need to murder people.
40.
60.
60? Okay.
So he
and like,
wins.
j-
That's a fair roll.
You-
You
Oh, wait. So how does? But
You-
like
you
the
pull it-
margin
yeah,
is
so-
like the bigger margin worse.
it's darkness. It's
Ooh, yeah.
darkness, and you pull the trigger, and as you're going to pull the trigger, you do feel Jake kind of slide in with you, and the shot moves slightly, and you hear it's dark. There is a flash from the muzzle. You don't know who was shot. Now we go into initiative order. Jake, you're going first because your athletics is higher, and this is an athletics-based scenario.
Okay.
What's your intention at this point?
Just grapple her and just pull her right down. Obviously restraining the going mainly for the gun the arm with the gun in it.
Okay, so grapple if you have a speciality in grapple, otherwise it'll be your fight
Yeah, I've got
that you're
grappling,
using. Okay, so use grapple, and that's going to be contested against your fight skill, because you're going to be trying to fight to push him off.
Which was my fight? I have 40.
Unless you're going to try and dodge. You can try and dodge out the
Well,
way.
I mean, can I
you can use
dodge?
athletics.
Can I dodge because he's already grappled me? How do I dodge a grapple?
No, he hasn't grappled you yet. He started tackling you, so you can try and like dodge out the way, or you can use fight to try and...
Which one is dodges? Like, that's still
Athletics.
fight.
Athletics.
Athletics is
Well,
dodge.
I have to go with fight then, because that's what I have more
Yeah, but
skill.
it doesn't really.
Based upon the scenario, what would you do?
Yeah.
Not based on what you want
Well,
more
I
skill.
mean, based on the scenario, I'd probably get tackled right to my ass, but... I know, fuck it, I'm gonna try to fight him off, because I want to fucking do this.
Sigil.
Yeah, man. I got 15 over.
Yes,
So I'm gonna.
You failed? Okay, so... Oh, sorry, hang on. The attacker does the roll first. If the attacker fails, then
Oh.
it doesn't happen.
Yeah, no,
So
I
what did you
failed.
get? Oh,
so
I'm gonna
use,
reroll.
you can use the sigil?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
alright.
So that's a.
68.
It was a 62,
It
and then I
was-
rolled to the 8.
It was a
He's
62.
got 17 grapple, so it's still good.
Oh yeah, and it's even better, isn't it? Yeah.
So you need to roll under your skill over it. No, you can't.
Fuck, that's close. Both of them are close. I had 64 for my athletics, got 60, it's 70, it's 70.
Sorry, what was yours?
68.
68? Okay. So for you to be able to break away from this grapple, you'd have to succeed at your fight at a higher roll
Higher
than
margin.
what
you
six
can't.
Well, I
It's
failed.
lower and failed as well.
So there's like just no way I could pass this check?
Not in this scenario.
okay.
You'll need like advantage and sigil and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Right.
And then roll better.
Yeah. Okay, so Jake, you are able to grapple Chloe in this scenario. What's your intention with that grapple?
Once I want to restrain it, and then I'll be like, yelling to Nick, grab the gun. Come on, Nick!
Nick?
We'd go up and grab the gun.
Can I try and prevent him from doing that?
Okay, so who's got the highest athletics in this scenario? You or Nick?
Well, probably Nick.
Nick,
Actually,
what's your
he's pretty
athletics?
low, to be
No,
honest.
probably not. Mine's terrible.
Is it?
No, still better than Chloe's.
Oh,
41.
Yeah, mine's 32.
Okay, so Nick,
And
you are
combat,
able
Nick
to
goes
act
first.
first in this scenario. What's your intention? Your
would-
intention?
My intention is to not get in front of the barrel, but try and take the gun.
Okay, you're going to try and take the gun. So essentially,
I'll
that-
stand on her hand lightly and try and pull the gun.
well, it's going to be if you're trying to take control of it, if you're trying to like disarm Chloe of it, that is going to be a fight skill to be able to do that.
Yep, that's what it will be.
And you're getting +5 to that because you're flanking with Jake.
Wouldn't it be plus 40 as well for superior position?
Because
That's pretty
she's
superior.
because she's grappled. Yeah, so
Oh,
plus
that's
45.
So much, though.
I know.
it's in
That's
the
what
rules.
sucks. And when you're grappled and like you can't do much. Like
Yeah, but I mean, remember
Yeah.
what
Pretty
we were
much
like
advantage.
on top of Scott? He couldn't do shit.
yes, I couldn't.
It's D&D advantage, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, this is more. You don't get a plus
So-
40 in
So
D&D.
what is it? It's plus what for?
45.
Plus 45.
45 in total.
Spend the sigil
Hope
on
he
top.
fucking fails.
If I spend a sigil, it's a guaranteed success.
There you
Do
go.
that.
But no, I'm not going to use it for this. 70 pass.
70 pass, so you'd need to be able to roll.
Okay,
Hi.
if I get on my skill, that's like a critical, right?
Yes.
So I would
yeah,
pass it
actually,
then?
yeah.
You've got a 1
yeah.
in 100 chance of
Oh,
succeeding.
you know what? I'll let you re-roll that last one as well. Just roll both, because like the one with Jake, if you roll on your skill, there is a chance you could succeed.
did-
Oh,
No, but I succeeded.
Oh,
there's-
you
there's
did.
no-
Oh,
there's
sorry,
no-
sorry.
already rolled
Oh,
for
I didn't.
that
I didn't know
first.
that. I didn't. I
Okay.
thought you
So-
just rolled.
I succeeded, so there's no contestant for that.
Yeah.
No, there
No,
is.
No, I.
It's contested if you succeed.
Right, yeah.
If you fail, then there's
So
no.
if I roll on a 40, I win this contest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
And-
but that's
and-
just
and-
between you and Nick. Not
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Jake.
yeah.
And
of
you get a
course,
bonus
of
skill as well.
42!
Oh!
Fucking fuck. So close. Fucking fuck. Can you give me a -2 penalty? Because I'm fucking fuck.
No bonuses
Wow.
or penalties on the rolls. sadly.
Wow. Okay, so
Fuck me.
so Nick, you are able to take control of the gun.
He only just gets it. I got 42, damn it.
What's your intention with the gun? Are you trying to like completely disarm it from Chloe?
Yeah, just grab it and take it.
You are able to do that. You feel the gun slip from your hands. Again, like this is all happening quite quickly in the darkness.
It's happening very quick.
Are there any pockets in my gimp suit?
No.
Wait, if this is in darkness, do we all get penalties and stuff?
It's all flat,
It's
essentially.
all flat, okay.
Yeah, otherwise
Everyone's the same anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not changing it. If someone had some night vision, then I would
Is that vision?
just give them a bonus. It's
Right.
easier than adding negatives onto a roll already.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So, at that point, it comes around to Chloe's turn. We are still in initiative order until combat stops. This is still considered to be combat. Chloe, what's your intention?
Well, how far away is the gun from me?
It's with Nick now, and he's
how close is
out of reach. To be able to get to it, you'd have to try and
Well,
break
technically, Jake
break the grip.
has your rifle literally right behind you.
But it's slung over.
It's stuck over his back.
Yeah, it's in between. Yeah.
What do I have to do to try and grab them?
You'd have to try and
Break
break the grapple from Jake.
And that would be a fight check?
Fight check, yeah. Because
I'm
it would
gonna try
probably
and break
it would
the
probably be like standing on his foot or like trying to like
I'm on the
chuck a
ground.
quick headbutt.
Then probably.
I'm on the ground?
Quick headbutt. I thought you were
Yeah.
in the air, but
No, Jake's saying
oh,
he
it's
was
like
working.
right to the ground.
grappled me
Oh,
to the
okay,
ground.
to the ground. Okay, right.
But
Yeah.
I've been hit in the face like that before, so can I be
No.
prepared to-
But this will be your you would roll grapple as your opposition.
I mean, I'm going to make a
Right.
fight check to try and
See if you're
break out of this, essentially. 95.
No.
See, that's what
You
happens.
To be
try-
fair, I'm
Murder.
fucked
yeah,
up. I'm
yeah.
sick.
I know.
Yeah.
You wriggle.
are sick.
You wriggle as best you can. Just, you're not quite able to break that grip.
Sure.
Okay. All right. It comes back around to your turn, Jake.
Choke her out.
Okay, all right. So to be able to do that, we haven't actually done suffocation before. I haven't done suffocation
Wait,
before.
you're going to try and choke me out?
Yeah.
With what?
His arm.
I thought they were around... Wait, okay, how are you actually holding me?
I'm holding you one arm right, one around your neck, one like this.
But you're on top
of me. So if he's got his arm underneath like that, then if he starts to try and like press
But
you
he's
down
on
against
top of
it,
me,
yeah,
aren't you?
exactly, which would be
Yeah.
pressing you down onto his
Oh,
arm. Which
my head there.
yeah,
Okay.
no. So like your arm's in there.
It's
type
very easy.
Why is my arm there?
No, his arm is around your head.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, but I'm just trying to picture
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
so I know how I can react.
He's grappling you and he's trying to choke you out. Okay, so for us to do suffocation,
It's in, I'm pretty sure it's under.
it is.
Under grappling.
Let me have a look.
Here goes the mouth.
Small break. Yeah. Roll grapple.
Oh, come on. Again.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, so
Oh,
he
he
tries.
fail?
He fails. So he tries, but as he does try to like get the choke on you, he can't quite find like the position to like get it. But you do feel it like he's trying to choke you, and then it comes back around to Nick's turn. You see these two rolling around on the ground. Meanwhile, Nick, something that you can notice is that you hear out of the corner of your right ear, you hear what sounds like a slight little collapse, or like it sounds like the building is starting to give way slightly where the fire was that you saw outside.
I'm just gonna say, stop. We gotta go. And I just walk off and just
throw it.
you.
There's other people in the building.
So
Let's go and grab someone.
Do they hear me? I'm like, hello, guys there.
yes, you do, but just before they do,
Yeah.
you hear Nick say, "Stop this, we need to go." And he turns around with his little leash flowing behind him. And Nick, that guy is still on the floor of the room there, just kind of like reaching out towards you, just like, "Please, help
I grab
me."
him. I get
Please.
some material, put it over his mouth, and take him out there. With
Okay, so you start taking him outside to where, towards where the others are. Like they're further away. They're still like they're waiting. The people that you've been able to take out so far, you were able to take an extra 2, and this is 3.
Yep.
So, at this point, what's happening with the two of you as you hear a?
Pretty much, I'm just saying.
That was his combat turn.
Yeah, so it's closed combat.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just say what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, and you
Stop
can
rolling
fit it in.
initiative.
Yeah.
You can just fit it in. I just say, you guys there? What's the hold up? Off. You can put that in
You
whenever.
hear that in between as it comes back around to Chloe's turn.
Can I reach for my radio, or I'm fully pinned? Well, I guess that's up to you. Like, how fully do you have me held?
Well, look at it as a check. Athletics check, see if you...
Yeah, I mean, like, well, yeah, the thing is, like, you're not trying to break the hold right now. You're just trying to see if you can get to your radio.
Yeah, I guess, like...
I mean, if I've got the neck in one arm, then there's.
I mean,
that's free.
see, it's like, this is why I want to know how he was holding me,
Yeah,
so I
you're,
knew
you're
what I
pressed.
could
You're
do.
pressed on the ground
Things.
right now. So yeah, roll an athletics check, but it's going to be like minus 40 to that, based upon him
Oh, well, if it's
pressing
going to
you
be that
down on the
hard for me
ground.
to try and grab the radio, I won't even bother trying it. Then.
Sometimes
I
worth a
just-
roll.
No, I was going to say, Jake, get the fuck off me.
No, grab someone and just go to the boat.
Can't do that with you on top of me.
Then I.
What, you throw me?
Yes, I'm through!
Just so everyone's aware as well, Nick did hold on to the pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the rifle, he did grab the
Yeah,
rifle.
it's on his back.
Yeah. So it's on your back. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I'm get her off, and I'm gonna.
You're gonna get me off?
Yeah.
This is a PG game, Dave.
Okay.
We're on our way.
Okay. You hear that? Okay. And you grab.
Someone else.
Okay. You grab someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Chloe.
I'm sort of just gonna be dragging them backwards, I guess.
Okay.
I'm. No, I'm not grabbing. No, fuck. I grabbed someone that looks. I would know would have a maybe very slim but maybe chance of making it.
Okay. You grab whoever you can, the closest person to you.
Well,
You
this
grab
is-
them.
okay,
Yes.
What has been happening? Any more airplanes?
Not that you're aware of. You
I'm
can.
checking. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
binoculars and everything.
Looking, you haven't seen anything coming your way in the distance. Because you've been keeping an eagle eye out, right? I'm assuming? An eagle eye? Okay, alright. I'll keep your eagle eye in mind. Okay. Actually, roll perception for me. It's gonna be it's just flat.
No.
Nothing?
Nope, and I got no sigils. left.
Okay, all good. It's not important.
It's
It's never important. Okay, alright, so you make it outside towards where these other people
How
are.
many people left inside? 3, right?
No, it'll be more than that.
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
It's dark and you can't.
Because we had 2.
We got.
It was 10. We took 2 out. Now we've just taken 3 out.
There were 10 plus Kevin,
And this other person.
so that's 12 in total.
Right, so we got 5 out.
There's 7 next.
You killed 2.
I killed 3.
3. So there's 4 more.
No, 2. Yeah, 3. One with the rifle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the second bullet actually hit someone.
No, you don't.
No, because I killed 2, and then the third bullet from the pistol was from Jake. Got in the way.
It's up to you guys.
We heard a collapse. What's it like out there? How bad is it?
It's looking, well, it's bad. Like, this place has been bombed. There's fire everywhere, the smoke is thick, and you don't even know if there is the haze in the air. All the while, that yellow haze that had been up in the sky has been slowly starting to
Grab
settle
who
back
can.
down
How
onto the
many
ground.
can we fit in the ducky?
As much as we can.
How many?
There's 4 people at 5. How many do we have outside, sorry?
How much do you have covered right now?
Scarf face.
Roll Constitution for me.
Yep. 10.
Okay, you succeed?
I'm good.
Okay, alright.
Oh, no.
Alright.
If you have this thinking constitution.
Grab people, and we're just going to get these people back.
Yep.
Well, there's more
grab
people outside than there's us 3. We're going to have to leave someone on the ground as we run.
We'll drag them.
How?
Force.
Grab a hand each and just drag them.
Yeah. Chuck one on my shoulders. Grab one. Another person grab the other hand, and we'll.
Roll
one, two.
carry for you, if that's how you're going to be carrying them. Nick, are you going to be carrying people in a
36.
similar fashion, or?
I'm gonna fireman's carry.
Okay, so roll might for me.
Okay. 16.
Okay, so both of you pick up these people. How many were you grabbing?
So I just want to get one on my
One on
shoulders,
shoulders.
and then, like, so between Nick and I, we can drag someone.
Okay, alright. You're able to do that together. Chloe,
I'll try to grab and lift someone up, but I know I'm not going to be able to.
it's going to be tough. And it's going to be a minus 15 to you.
Minus 15.
Yeah.
Okay. 46. I can't. I dropped him.
Okay, alright. Roll Constitution for me.
Okay. 65.
That's a fail?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. What next?
We can't do what we're going to do, so. Okay, you talk to how many other people are left down there?
Out inside.
We got
You don't-
outside
you-
with us.
Outside? You don't. Oh, outside with you. You've,
So we took
Yeah.
out.
You,
Nick and I took out 2 people, and then all of us took out 1 person, right?
yes, there's 5, and you're
There's
carrying
5
3.
people. So between Nick and I, there's 5. So there's 2 more people on the ground.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just be like, we'll come back. And we gotta go. I mean, that's all we can do.
Okay.
I start to try and make it to the beach, I guess.
Okay. All right. While you're making it back towards the second chance, making it back towards the beach, need your roll.
42.
Okay.
Oh, wait, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. You make it back towards the beach.
Get them on the boat, and then
There is. Did you start coming in?
Did I start coming in?
No.
No
but
call
they-
was made to the boat, right?
He
Called
asked
it.
us what the holdup was, and I
Oh,
just
right.
said, we're on our way now. But
Okay.
I assume that just means you don't
We're not leaving.
flee.
'Cause
Yeah.
we should have left by
Yeah.
now, but I'm
Yeah.
staying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You make it to the shore and there is no boat.
What?
Or did you come over? Sorry, that's what I was trying to
I'm
ask.
staying in the same position where we left.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
you meant
yeah.
there's no rubber ducky.
There is-
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
Okay.
no, we fucking
Okay.
we rammed up. It
Okay,
was
you
well on the
stayed. You
beach.
stayed there. Okay. All right. You make it back towards the titanium ducky, and you load in these people as best you can.
Yeah.
You get them in there, and
Go back.
you go back.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Going back through. Who's going back?
I'm not.
Yep. Okay.
Nick and I guess.
All right. So
We've
you're
got masks, we can risk it.
yourself and Nick going back through the fire again, going back through the smoke. I need you both to roll perception for me again as you're moving through.
Again, holding hands essentially.
Oh.
On his leash.
Okay.
Pass.
Fail.
Okay, you do get lost in the smoke,
can do
but
all
you're
of this
able to
leash and
follow
lead
that leash through, coming back out towards the bunkhouses, the bunkhouse, and you find those final two people that are there. Just at this point, they're both kind of like lying down over each other type thing.
Shoulder.
Same way.
Same thing.
Okay, all right. You rush them back, running back through the smoke yet again. I need both of you to roll perception for me. This time minus 15.
Nope.
Pass 38.
Fucking goddamn lighthouse Nick over here. So again, like it's
Like a
difficult.
bloodhound
It's
with
difficult
that big
moving
shot.
through here, but Nick does seem to have a good sense of direction for where you're all going, and you do see that shoreline again, and you see the titanium ducky awaiting all of you. You load these poor-looking souls. They do not look like they're long for this world, but you bring them, putting them into the boat. You jump in yourselves and you start leaving this place behind.
Oh, so we're going to leave the other 4 people in the burning building behind, are we?
It was
Gonna just
collapsing.
gonna.
It was collapsing.
So we're just going to leave them to die really slowly, painfully like that? Cool, okay. Good, real good choice, Jake. Good. Glad that you made those choices, Jake. Good on you.
Better than murdering someone.
No, it's actually not, Jake. It's actually not. Those people are going to die a slow, agonizing, fucking painful death now because you're a coward.
And as you're having this conversation, burning towards here, and you have these people looking back towards the two of you, and Nick just sitting there in a gimp suit during all of this madness.
Okay, I need
just
to know. Is it one of the like puppy play masks? With, like,
no,
the,
no, it's
dog
just like
thing?
black. No, it's
Okay,
full black
no.
leather, black zip here as
Please
well.
make it interesting. Come on.
Hey,
Make
I
it a
mean,
puppy mask.
no, that's his suit that he has on.
Come up the stairs, me that you wanted to move it.
Yeah, and he's wearing and he's wearing a filter mask over the top of that as well.
Funny because because Jake's been holding his leash and being led through the
I'm
smoke.
basically like,
Yeah.
I'm poor man's pyro.
And burning back towards the second chance, this argument between the two of you continuing
Oh, well, I
as
just
the
say
motor
that,
kind
and
of drowns it out. As you pull up alongside it, the fire on the island grows greater and greater. You make it onto the second chance, loading these other bodies onto here, and they almost do seem like bodies at this point. They're so limp and lifeless, but you bring them on all the same.
After I get word that the dinghy is up, I go.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and find Dan.
Okay. Others.
Start rinsing people off first.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
start
sure,
rinsing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you start rinsing, and the boat's coming up. And as the second chance starts driving away, where is the second chance driving to?
Go to Island.
Goat Island and the Marine Discovery Center. So you start driving off in that direction. Chloe, you start searching for Dan.
I
Correct?
guess I ask where the fuck is Dan? I haven't heard from him.
Are you asking anyone in particular, or
I guess I asked Jake and Nick because they're right
Yeah,
here.
they're right
as
there.
we're washing down to be like, where the fuck is Dan? I haven't heard from him. I'm not gonna shoot him. Just tell me where he is.
I'm like in the cockpit, so.
Wait, are you actually being this quiet in game?
He's dead.
What the fuck? What do you mean he's dead?
He tried to come back when the first attack happened, and he was outside. I went outside. I took him to bunkhouse 2. I tried to rinse him off, but he'd already had too much.
Okay.
Chloe, you feel arms reach around you from behind as Jen grabs you in a hug. The second chance burns on towards Goat Island. A lot was lost today. A lot was lost today. But you're all together on the ship. Everyone here was strangers. But together you've survived this place for the time being. And as you move onwards towards the Marine Discovery Center, back to where you've been before, everyone is in a weird kind of silence as others are still groaning and moaning from the sickness that came. Others look out towards the sea, trying to imagine what might be next, what could be next. And others looking around, trying to see who actually made it off the island because of all of the commotion, the havoc, the madness of the day. It's very easy to have been lost and left behind, but those who do care for each other find each other and hold each other as the boat continues onwards towards the Marine Discovery Center, Goat Island. Place that you'd been before,
Yeah, some of us.
place that you haven't seen yet.
I've been there once before, at least, haven't you? Really? Never.
And pulling into this cove towards the Discovery Center, towards this place perhaps of temporary refuge or maybe something more. That's where we're going to be ending today's chapter. Thank you all for joining me once again, for joining all of us for another chapter of Zealand. It was a big one. We went through a lot, but we're all still here at the end of it. And you are too. So thank you for surviving it alongside us. That is us for this week, though. We will see you in the next chapter. I've been Rycon. This has been our team of survivors. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay breathing.